If you won't doubt as usual, there are numerous blessings attached to your fellowship with God, especially the ones you don't get to see yourself, that people get to see for you. Yes, there's a story in the Bible that strikes so much about it, and it's about John and Peter. I'm going to read the verse of the Bible, and I hope you read with me. I'm reading from NLT, New Living Translation, and it says, Acts chapter 4, verse 13. It says, when they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled, ordinary men, they were astonished, and they took note that these men had been with Jesus. Quote and unquote, ordinary men. Ordinary men mean they were unschooled. They didn't go to school, they didn't have any educational background, unlike you. Maybe they have your BA, that's completed your masters, that can really speak, you're Christian, but because God has not done some things the way you want, or because He has not done exactly what you've been trusting Him to do, you think that's just all to it. No, that's not all to it. Sometimes, or a lot of times, many of us believers do not see as much blessings that God has done because we've stereotyped our minds to some things as blessings alone, and we do not realize that a lot of times when we even stand before people, when we stand before our colleagues at work, when we stand, before maybe a group of people, not necessarily our colleagues at work, could be at schools, could be at church, could be anywhere, people are usually astonished. Why? Because we fellowship with Jesus. And when I say fellowship, I mean we pray to God every day, or at least expected to pray every day. We study our Bible almost every now and then. Our service to God is also worship. It's a form of worship and a form of devotion to God. In all of these things, we fellowship with God. But then, many Christians, we are just casual with these things. We see them as a normal thing. We see them as normal things that we just do. And even when we go out, to preach to people, to just encourage people, to talk to people, maybe to even engage in some, discussions, business-wise, or whatever reason it is, we just see all of these things as non-advantageous, yeah. While on the other hand, they are, because people might not tell us as much as we carry. People might not, say things to make us impressed, or maybe to try to cajole us, or to say things that would just encourage us really. But trust me, they get blessed many times. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is, see every opportunity that you have to speak to people as a blessing. Not just as a blessing to them, but also as a blessing to you as a believer. Because every time you go before God, in Bible study, in prayer, in maybe meditations, in making the right decisions, it is a blessing, and there is a blessing also attached to it for you. You can't, okay, fine, Moses had an experience, he had an encounter with God, and he came back, and the people of Israel could not even look into his eyes. That was a great encounter. Fine, that looks like, I don't want to use the word dramatic, but it looked like the big one. But what I'm saying is, sometimes it doesn't have to be in those big experiences. As little as it is, as little as singing a worship song, a blessing is dropped, a blessing is planted into you from that experience, whether you acknowledge it or not. And anytime you open your mouth to speak to people, believe me, it is a blessing, whether you acknowledge it, whether you believe it. Even sometimes when those people you spoke to do not acknowledge it as much as they should, it is all blessings. And I am hoping that with this discussion today, you will start, taking every opportunity that you get to speak to people as a form of reference to God, because He has blessed you with this wisdom, because He has blessed you with this things. And again, I am hoping that you will be able to take your fellowship, your devotion with Him even more seriously than previously. I believe this has blessed you. Please remember to share it with others, and I will speak to you another time. Bye.